Mm-hmm.
What do you got going here?
This is grain.
Oh.
I don't know what he's got, but all that green is grain.
Oh,
It's like there's rye and wheat and barley, all kinds of stuff in here.
So this was
Comfrey, and the comfrey is really like an incredible fertilizer.
Really?
And he's putting it there because he's going to grow something.
Nice.
And see what he's done over. He's put up all these strings. He's growing tomatoes. Have him grow up those strings, you know, on those poles.
okay.
But just, you know, you guys remember when this is just funky dead grass in here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Look how lush green that the foliage is.
This is like amazing.
It's again, it blows me away. Like this, you can't fake this.
That's so awesome. Is this onion here?
Yeah. You guys have asparagus?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
I gotta get this. I'm gonna give this a.
Ours is already gone to seed.
Well, what you do though, is you cut it, and that stops your growth. People don't know how to pick asparagus.
I know. I was going to ask you about that because.
Watch me. I'll show you. You see, most people cut it at the ground.
Yeah.
What that tells the plant, I still have a stem.
Oh.
No reason to grow another one. But when you break it off at the crown, down below, it has to send a new one.
Oh.
And I'm eating asparagus all the way until August because I keep breaking them off the crown. They keep coming back.
Do you like
I'll show you.
dig into
No.
it?
Wood chips, you don't have to dig. Come here. I'm glad you mentioned because I want to share this because it's just. I've had people come from all over the world and everybody when I give asparagus to say I've never in my life had asparagus like this.
Oh, I see one growing.
Right here.
You want me to pick it?
No, I'm going to show you how though. I want to show you how to pick
Oh,
it
yeah,
because you've been doing it all wrong.
yeah. I know.
Really, and that's why you're not getting anything back.
Well, yeah.
See, there's another one coming up right next to it. And see, this is late June. Most people are all done.
Yeah.
Mine are. See, I go to and I break it off with the crown, way down in there.
See?
And you see that what that now has told
Yeah,
told
that's white.
the plant
Yep.
is that I gotta grow another one.
Okay.
Now watch this. See the water coming out of that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's about ready to drip.
Now I'm gonna go share this with one of those people because I get so off on
Oh, yeah.
their response.
Well, I know I was doing something wrong.
Yeah, and you'll find if you pick them like that, they come right back, and you will have asparagus until you stop picking. You want to stop about August because it's important for that fern to grow because that feeds the crown.
Well, okay, so he wanted to cut all of my asparagus is like ferned out and it's developing seeds and stuff, and he wanted to cut it, but I've noticed in the past if I cut it like that, it doesn't do very well.
It doesn't because you see that fern is feeding the crown, and it's so essential for that to grow.
So you want
You want that to happen,
Okay.
and so I tell people if you want a fall crop of asparagus, this is what you can do. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You can plant two beds.
Okay.
The first you harvest in spring, and you let the second one just grow. And in August, you break off all those ferns, and the sucker starts kicking out all this asparagus. And people are flipping, you got asparagus in fall? Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's incredible.
Glad you told me that.
Yeah, but again, it's just a simple thing of just understanding, pruning. The principle of pruning is so huge. You see there in John 15, the Father prunes the trees. Pruning is the most stimulating thing you can do to a plant. Nothing will make a plant grow more than cutting it. It's huge. You see, when I broke that off, I got to grow another one.
Right.
I had nothing there, so it's going to send another one. But when you cut at the top, it still believes I have something attached. Even though the top's gone, they don't know that because there's something attached to the crown.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's just...
It's so simple, but we...
I love Simple.
Yeah.
Simple's such a cool place. You can't get lost there.
Ladybug.
Oh.
Simple's a safe place. I just love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Is there anything that the soil still lacks, though? Like certain minerals? Or...
I had a soil test. Someone who saw the film and had a company in they do soil tests for all over the United States. it blew their mind, the numbers. I'm talking stuff that's like in the 20s and 60s, mine's in the thousands. It's completely blew them away at the mineral content in my soil. I mean, completely off the charts. It was just like unbelievable. But again, it's just the nature of the Creator. I mean, again, the plant foliage, and just, you look at all the apples in that tree over there. It's right there. Look at the numbers in there. It's just incredible, the production, you know, and you can't deny that. You know, this is evidence. This is working.
Yep. Wonderful.
So it's interesting how you must prune your trees.
I do. I'm an arborist.
Uh-huh.
Pruning is an art form.
Yeah, and so every spring or whatever, or
Every winter. But here's what's interesting to me is that commercial growers are so stupid. If you go to orchards that grow your fruit, you'll see all the trees have all these suckers growing through the center straight up.
right, yeah.
Thick and dense. You can hardly get a tree. And I'm thinking, how stupid. The produce is growing on lateral branches. Why do they let that grow? And then they go cut it off in the winter. Cut it off up front. If you look at my trees, they have nothing in the center because I walk out here every day, every summer long, and when something happens, I break it off. I'm not going to let that happen. Why let all this energy go into wood and foliage you're going to get rid of? Let it go into the fruits you want. Again, it just amazes me is this simple math. People don't pay attention. Like you're going to cut it off later, get rid of it up front. It takes energy to create wood and leaves. And then it shades your fruit. Duh! This is totally negative, you know?
Yeah, I'm looking at your leaves, and they're just thick and really.
And look at the shine.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
I'm telling you, Miracle Grow will never do that.
Yeah.
And what I'm loving is I didn't do anything. This is absolutely no effort of mine.
You have pears?
Yes. Oh, my pears are.
They're different. I mean,
No, they're not. How are they different?
like pruning wise.
Oh, I'm going to show you my pears, my apple trees, because I'm in charge.
Right.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
You see, in Genesis, God told us we were supposed to have dominion.
Yeah.
If you look at my trees, don't they look like they're under dominion? They're all totally bowed over,
Right.
humbly serving me. This is intentional. This is not an accident.
You're hilarious.
It's all about dominion.
Right?
I'm having dominion. I'm supposed to.
The right time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without force. I mean,
Oh, it's just so cool. You're gonna blow my pears will blow you out. And what's incredible about my pears? You know, I always tell you if you don't thin, you don't get big fruit. My pears will come on like grapes. There's so many, and they're totally huge. They're not small.
I believe you.
They're not small. It's incredible. I mean, just this abundance just blows me out, man. It's like
Awesome.
because I used to work hard to fail. You remember when I used to till?
Oh, yeah.
I was a hard worker, and I had nothing but weeds and just mud, and just it was a drag.
Yeah.
You see, my problem is I can't get my trees to grow up.
Oh.
You see this honeycrisp over there, that little tree? Look how all it's so bent over.
Right.
Look all the fruit on it.
Yeah.
You see, everybody else is trying to bring their trees down. I'm trying to get mine up, and I can't because the fruit's too heavy. It's hilarious. I want my trees to get up, but that can't happen because the fruit's too heavy. That tree's probably 4 years. But go over there and look. Just check out the volume of fruit. How much fruit's on there?
Yeah. I'm impressed.
And if you look at the tree, it has hardly any foliage. You know, it's really been thinned out.
On the end.
Yeah.
That's a really easy way to prune your trees, too.
Yeah, it's basically convenient. See, I can on any of my trees reach everything. Nothing's in my way. It's
Well,
called convenience.
It's easy to pick.
That's because I can get to it.
Yeah.
That's right. You don't need a
I mean,
ladder.
you look at these poor orchards. And look at this ladder. You got to fight to get in the tree. It's just so labor intensive. Like, really?
So I have a small orchard of about, I don't know, 5 or 6 trees.
Uh-huh.
And they're pretty old, I think. They're probably like 10, 20 years
Uh-huh.
old. Should I be thinking about
Here,
replacing
no.
those?
If they're good varieties, are they good
I
varieties?
don't even know what they are.
Okay, well, that's what you want to know. If they're good varieties, you want to work with them. If not, just get rid of them. Plant good ones because there's so many good ones out there. But what you want to do is no more than 1/3 of removal at any one time. So initially,
Yeah.
you get it inside the tree, get rid of all the crossovers and all the dead wood, and open it up. Second, you start bringing it down, and you do it over time and get it to where you want it.
Okay.
See, my cherry tree here, cherries are not dwarf, but see, I maintain that with a 10-foot ladder. 10-foot ladder, just I'm keeping it at height, and I'm not getting taller.
Now we have a cherry.
But you look at the size of that trunk. That's a big tree,
Yeah.
and it's young. It's 14 years old.
Well, that's all I have for this video. Bang around that bell icon if you want to be notified when new videos come out. Call us on the hotline if you have comments or questions and want to be featured in an upcoming video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Check us out on the website, and we'll see you guys on the next one.